What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Thanks for checking in. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. If you haven't checked out the podcast and you're watching this via YouTube, be sure to check out the podcast because you can listen to it on the go. You can get inspired, motivated, hear inspiring stories on the go, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing. So be sure to check that out. Drop it a 5-star review. And if you are watching through the YouTube channel and you're new here, click subscribe, join the community. We're doing big things here. We're doing dope things, as the name would allude to. So I want to thank you guys for checking in this week. Always much, much appreciated. I love speaking with you each and every single week. And for those who are watching through video, we're a little closer today than usual. So if you like this format, if you like being this close to me, maybe it's a little weird, let me know because I will switch back if you don't like it. So let me know. So this week's Talk It Out. What are we talking about? It was inspired by a podcast episode that I literally just finished that will be coming out in 3 weeks. So the topic is why you need to get back to finding your inner child. Why I want you to be as similar to how you were as a child as possible. And while that may sound a little weird or a little strange, I'm going to get into it and define and explain why I feel this way and how I think it can be beneficial to you. So let's get into it. Let's talk it out.
Do it! Just do it!
So why do I want you to get back to being a kid? First of all, how awesome was it being a kid? Let's lay it down for you. Everything that happened when you were a kid was such a big deal and made you so excited. That's one part. Two, you didn't care about what people thought, you just did. You didn't think, you didn't overanalyze, you just did what felt natural and you discovered everything from there. So that optimism and that carefree nature is something that I wish everybody had as an adult. And I think it's something that can be recaptured. And to do that and to get there, you need to first become internally comfortable. Become okay with who you are. And how do you achieve that? If there's a voice in you, be listening. Pick that up. If there's something that you want to do, even a little bit, I don't care how much it scares you, try it. Go. Build up slowly. This is obviously a generative thing to achieve that internal peace and that internal comfortability, but start. That's the biggest thing I can stress for you is start. Get to that place, but it takes a lot of time and consistent action and inspiration that needs to come internally. So if you feel your voice calling out to want to do something, maybe it's wanting to speak to someone, something you've always wanted to do, think about if little you would be what you're doing right now and overthink it, or if they just go for it. And answer yourself that question, because chances are they wouldn't think, they wouldn't overanalyze, they wouldn't think of all the negative things that could happen, although they're truly not that bad. They wouldn't do any of that. There'd be no analysis paralysis. They would just go. So be more like a kid, be more open to new opportunities, and be open to following your gut, because that can take you exactly where you're supposed to go, but only once you start listening and allow that listening to guide you. Because if you block that and don't allow it to motivate you to keep you moving towards your gut instinct, then it's defeating its overall purpose. So listen and then actually follow through. So that's guiding you towards that internal peace, being who you are. And that's what will help you getting closer to rediscovering your inner child. But beyond that, don't care about what people think anymore. You didn't as a little kid. You didn't care what you were doing. As long as you liked it, that was all that mattered. And also, the optimistic view that children have. Everything is so exciting. Everything is so amazing. It could be something simple as the teacher gave out candy that day in class, and that right there made it the best day ever. So think about how powerful that can be when you allow yourself to be that positively influenced by seemingly insignificant things. And those are choices. Don't get it twisted. That's a choice. If you, just like you, as I mentioned previous in an episode, just that the same way that you make one negative thing make your day a bad day, it's deemed bad, you can do the exact same thing with one tiny, seemingly insignificant positive thing. And then that positivity radiates, it expands, it snowballs, and it improves everything that you touch, every person that you interact with, because you're more positive. People, they're going to mirror you, so they can feel that energy. So be open to it. Be optimistic. Seek out things to be happy about. Seek out things that excite you and follow those. So it comes back to the previous point. Follow your gut. There's a voice calling out. I'm asking for you to listen to it, give it some serious thought, and go for it. Don't overthink it. Just go for it, because the worst that can happen isn't really that bad. And at the end of the day, we are here for a finite amount of time. You could lose it all at any moment. So if you're not living your life for you, you're making a massive mistake, and one that is not fixable. You can't go back. Every moment lost is not retraceable. It's gone. It is fleeting and it is gone. So allow this to channel you to be okay for experiences, to want them, to seek them out, because that will ultimately guide you toward those. It'll guide you towards fulfillment and happiness, which is what we're ultimately all chasing. Just do what you love. It's truly that simple. Your little self would, so why not do it now? Opinions don't matter. There really isn't anything bad that can come from following your dreams. And if you fail, you failed, but you know you tried, you followed your instinct, and you went for it, and that will never leave you with regret. And regret is one of the worst feelings in the world, because you can't remedy it. You can't go back. So make the conscious effort to allow this to sink in, to find your inner kid, and to get closer to being like them. Pursue new opportunities, listen to whatever piques your interest, go for it, and expand yourself and become comfortable with who you are, because that is all that matters, and that's all that should guide you. Because as long as you're happy doing things you love, that's the ticket. So I hope you guys will do this. I hope you'll follow through, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, subscribe to the podcast app, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching or listening. Wish you nothing but health, love, and happiness as always. Follow me on Instagram at Benjamin Hayden Leavitt. And I hope you have a fantastic weekend out there and get back to being a kid. Have a good one. Peace.